Imagine this. You're sitting in a dark room. Only one thing is glowing, the screen in front of you. Your heart is racing, your hands are steady, and somewhere, thousands of people are watching you live. One round, one clutch, one moment. And suddenly, your life changes. Not because you got lucky, but because you spent years doing something most people never take seriously. You played the game like it was your future. This is the real roadmap to becoming an esports player, not the fantasy, not the play games and get rich lie, but the truth. Part 1, the big lie about esports. Let me be honest with you. Most people think esports is easy. They think, if I play games all day, I'll become a pro. But here's what they don't see. They don't see the 8-hour practice sessions. They don't see the losses. They don't see the mental pressure. They only see the highlights, the trophies, the fame, the money. And that's where most people fail, because they chase the dream without understanding the cost. Part 2, the first decision that changes everything. Every esports journey starts with one brutal decision. Not how many hours you play, not your setup, but this, choosing one game. This is where most people mess up. They jump between games. One day Valorant, next day Fortnite, then maybe a little CS. That's not how professionals are made. That's how average players stay average. A real esports player commits. They pick one game and they go all in. Because mastery doesn't come from variety. It comes from obsession. You need to reach a point where you don't just play the game. You understand it. You feel it. You predict it. Part 3, the difference between playing and training. Now here's where things get serious. There's a huge difference between playing the game and training for the game. Most people play. Very few train. When you play, you're just reacting. You're having fun. You're going with the flow. But when you train, you're focused. You're intentional. You're improving. A pro player doesn't just jump into matches. They warm up. They practice aim. They work on movement. They repeat the same drills again and again until it becomes muscle memory. It's boring. It's repetitive. But that's where skill is built. Part 4, the daily life nobody talks about. Let's break the illusion. A real aspiring esports player doesn't play casually. Their day looks something like this. They wake up, not to relax, but to improve. They spend hours training their mechanics. Then they jump into ranked matches, not for fun, but for performance. Every mistake matters. Every loss teaches something. And after all that, they go back. They rewatch their gameplay. Yes, they watch themselves lose. They analyze their mistakes. They ask, why did I die here? What could I have done better? What did I miss? That's the difference. While others move on, they go deeper. Part 5, the rank that defines you. In esports, your rank is your identity. It's your resume. Nobody cares how many hours you played. Nobody cares how passionate you are. They care about one thing. Are you at the top? Because esports is ruthless. Only the top 1% gets noticed. And reaching that level is not normal. You will lose. You will tilt. You will feel stuck. And this is where most people quit. But the ones who make it, they push through that wall again and again until they break it. Part 6, the moment you realize it's not solo. Here's another truth people don't like. Esports is not just about you. At some point, you'll realize you can't do this alone. You need a team. And this changes everything. Now it's not just about your aim. It's about communication, trust, coordination, timing. You need to understand your teammates without them even speaking. And this is where many talented players fail. Because being good alone is not enough. You need to be good together. Part 7, from ranked to real competition. Climbing ranked is just the beginning. The real game starts when you step into competition. Small tournaments, online cups, local events. At first, it feels small, but this is where your journey becomes real. Because now, you're not just playing for rank, you're playing under pressure. Every round matters, every decision counts. And slowly, you start getting noticed. Part 8. Building your name. The secret most ignore. Let me tell you something most players ignore. Being good is not enough. You need to be seen. This is where content changes the game. Streaming, uploading clips, sharing your gameplay. Because in today's world, visibility equals opportunity. Teams don't just look for skill. They look for presence, personality, audience. If you're invisible, you're replaceable. Part 9. The breakthrough moment. There comes a moment when everything starts to shift. You're no longer just trying. You're competing. You're improving faster. You're winning more. People start recognizing your name. And then, an opportunity appears. A team reaches out. A trial. A chance. And in that moment, everything you've done matters. Part 10. The reality of going pro. But let's not romanticize it. Going pro is not the end. It's the beginning of a harder journey. Now the expectations are higher. The pressure is real. The competition is stronger. You have to perform consistently. And this is where discipline becomes everything. Sleep, health, mental strength. Because burnout is real. Part 12. The money side. The truth. Let's talk about money, because that's what everyone is curious about. Yes, top players earn a lot, but most don't. In the beginning, you earn little to nothing. You invest time, energy, focus. And only later, if you make it, the rewards come. Through tournaments, through salaries, through sponsorships. But this path is not guaranteed. Part 12. The hardest part of the journey. The hardest part is not the training, not the competition, not even the losses. It's doubt. The voice in your head that says, is this worth it? Am I good enough? What if I fail? And every esports player faces this. But the ones who succeed, they don't silence the doubt. They move forward despite it. Part 13. The final truth. So, can you become an esports player? Yes, but not by dreaming, not by casually playing, not by hoping. Only if you're willing to treat it like a career, like a discipline, like a commitment. Because esports is not a game anymore. It's a battlefield, and only the most prepared survive.
There's a stage in this journey where things stop feeling exciting. You're no longer a beginner, but you're not a pro either. You're stuck in between. Your rank is high, but not high enough. Your skills are sharp, but inconsistent. Your confidence, it comes and goes. One day you feel unstoppable. The next day, you question everything. This is the phase where most players quietly disappear. Not because they're bad, but because progress becomes invisible. At the start, improvement is obvious. You get better aim, better reactions, better results. But here, the gains are small, painfully small, and your mind starts playing tricks on you. Maybe I've reached my limit. Maybe this isn't for me. And if you listen to that voice, this is where your journey ends. But if you don't, if you stay, this is where your transformation actually begins. At this level, working harder isn't enough. You need to start working smarter. Because everyone here is grinding. Everyone is putting in hours. So what separates you? Precision. You start noticing details others ignore. The way you peek an angle, the timing of your decisions, the positioning of your crosshair before the enemy even appears. You stop playing randomly and start playing intentionally. Every move has a reason. Every action has a purpose. You're no longer reacting. You're controlling the game. And slowly, the game starts slowing down for you. Not because it's easier, but because you understand it better. At high levels, skill is not the biggest difference. Mindset is. Two players can have the same aim, the same mechanics, the same experience. But one wins and one doesn't. Why? Because one stays calm when everything is falling apart. Pressure changes people. It makes them rush. It makes them hesitate. It makes them doubt. And in esports, a single moment of doubt is enough to lose everything. So, you learn control. Control over your emotions, control over your thoughts. You learn to breathe in chaos. You learn to think under pressure. And that's when you become dangerous. Let's talk about something nobody likes. Failure. You will lose. Not once, not twice, but hundreds of times. Matches you should have won. Clutches you should have secured. Opportunities you should have taken. And each loss will sting. But here's the difference between players who grow and players who quit. One sees failure as proof they're not good enough. The other sees it as data, information, feedback. They don't ask, why did I lose? They ask, what can I learn? And that shift changes everything. Because now, every loss is an investment. The invisible skill, consistency. Anyone can have a good game. Anyone can pop off once. But esports doesn't reward moments. It rewards consistency. Can you perform? Again and again, under pressure, without breaking. That's what teams look for. That's what separates amateurs from professionals. Because consistency is boring. It's not flashy. It's not exciting. It's showing up every single day and performing even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. The life outside the game. Here's something most people ignore. Your performance in-game is directly connected to your life outside the game. If you're tired, you play worse. If you're stressed, you make bad decisions. If your mind is distracted, your reactions slow down. So, you start fixing things. Your sleep, your routine, your environment. You begin to treat your life like it supports your performance, because it does. At this level, everything matters. And then, after months or even years, something happens. You get your first real opportunity, a serious tournament, a recognized team trial, a chance to prove yourself. And suddenly, everything feels different. The pressure is heavier, the stakes are higher. And this is where many players collapse. Not because they lack skill, but because they can't handle the moment. So what do? You go back to your foundation, your training, your discipline, your mindset. You don't try to be extraordinary. You just try to be consistent. And that is what gets you through. The truth about talent. People love talking about talent. He's naturally gifted. She's just built different. But here's the truth. Talent might give you a head start, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Because talent without discipline fades. And discipline without talent improves. Over time, the disciplined player catches up, and then surpasses. So stop asking, am I talented enough? Start asking, am I consistent enough? The dark side of the grind. Let's not ignore this. The grind has a dark side. Burnout, isolation, frustration. There will be days where you don't enjoy the game anymore, where it feels like a job, where you question everything. And this is dangerous, because if you push blindly, you break. So, you learn balance. You step back when needed, you reset. Not because you're weak, but because you're smart.
because longevity is what keeps you in the game.